Hey, what's going on? This is your boy Sep, and today I'm gonna show you a couple of things that's probably gonna help your performance moving forward, right? So a lot of people they don't keep track of anything, especially with the big things that actually help them evolve and get the results they're looking for. Some people have the misconception that it's the tools, that it's the software or whatever is the case, something that they have to pay money for. But in reality, it's very simple. It starts out with optimizing yourself, right? So something I suggest, or I actually started doing myself on and off, but now I actually turn it up a pace and I see my mood change. It affected my daily performance, it affected my clarity, was creating a human dashboard for myself, right? I love the idea of this. It's very sci-fi, it's very futuristic, but basically the way it works is you focus on the big things that help you create, the big things that make you more impactful. And for me, and most likely based on research out there, there's three things that actually help you to get there. One is sleep, right? Which really correlates to how you feel, your creativity. A lot of the innovative concepts come from having a good sleep, right? If you don't have good sleep, you can't really come up with ideas. You can't really come up with that creative faculty of your brain is just shut off, right? So the REM sleep is what really takes care of that. Okay. You can track that through two different things. You can use the Oura Ring, or you could use something that's called Whoop. Now, Whoop is I don't use Whoop myself. I use Oura Ring, but Whoop apparently has a feature that wakes you up at the optimal sleep pattern. So that's something cool I'm looking to try in the future. I'll let you know how it goes. But for now, I use the Oura Ring to give me the measure of my sleep, my readiness score, which I plug it into a spreadsheet, and from there I can tap into this human dashboard, which I'll show you here later on through Google Data Studio, how I use that to kind of see my pattern lines, days, and what correlates, right? So for me, sleep, that's one of the key metrics. The second one is meditation. Meditation, right? Meditation is something that, generally speaking, you can do throughout the day, but if you have a consistent pattern of silence or thoughtlessness in the morning and keep track of it, it's going to take you very far. For me, I notice if when I put a timer for 20 and I measure that 20 minutes in the morning when I wake up or whatever the case is, this really leads on to a lot of the other things that I do throughout the day. Problem solving, thinking less about things that really don't matter. So that's another key metric that I measure, and it goes to the human dashboard. I can see the correlation between the sleep. Every time it goes down, every time the meditation goes down, you can see the performance. Probably I skipped work that day, right? That's another metric that's on the human dashboard. It really correlates. So I'm gonna keep this video short. I really want to talk about just the sleep and the meditation, and another one that personally I think you should really look into as well. That would be the consumption of water, right? This one's really hard to keep track. There's not really much tech for it, but in the future there might be. But your water consumption really affects how you feel throughout the day, okay? The water consumption, if it's high, you feel very good, but if it's low, you feel like lethargic, sleeping. I had the problem quite a bit. I always slept in and didn't want to move, brought my laptop and the thing, and that was because I was kind of dehydrated and didn't really help me out. Okay, so these three things, if you want to get your performance on a level where you can measuring sleep is number one, meditation is number two, and your hydration is number three, top three. There's more to it that goes into the human dashboard, but I really want to keep this video short. I'll dive into the human dashboard in another video where I'm going to break down exact metrics, and all the tech stuff. Very cool, very sci-fi looking thing, and how you can optimize yourself as an individual. But for this video, these top 3 things that you want to experiment with 20 minutes a day in the morning. If you miss that, you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna be thinking about something that's irrelevant. You might be browsing social media. You might be browsing, I don't know, something that's dopamine triggering. But if you do the meditation, it gives you this little resistance, or this little shield that doesn't make you reactive like a monkey mind, like a cat, for example. When a mouse is running around with it's your ideas, think of it as a mouse. You don't react. You're grounded. You're in a place that you're in control. Okay, very powerful. Sleep, crucial, powerful. The sleep one is something that you need to work on to keep it consistent, because the circadian rhythm, right? That's one thing that I also struggled with for some time. I went to sleep at different patterns, different times. Sometimes I stayed up trying to do work or connect with overseas remote teams and stuff like that. And I noticed heavily when I woke up the next day, I felt like I didn't even sleep. So this could also be something that might affect your sleep. You might be sleeping 8 hours or more, but when you wake up, it feels like you didn't even sleep. So your circadian rhythm is off in that case. You need to fix that. And another thing that could also impact your sleep, you might not be aware of, is blue light when you go to sleep. Your phone, you ever wake up, you have kind of like a headache when you slept 8 hours plus, feels like you didn't sleep. That's because you probably had a lot of blue light that keep your, you could say, mitochondria awake at that time. You put them under stress, and you kind of have a headache too as well. So that's probably a sign of that you don't have a system, or you don't have a habit of winding down when you go to sleep. So that's something to keep in mind as well. But generally speaking, if you do these 3 things, you're going to see a nice bump in your performance. And I hope this video was powerful enough or insightful enough for you to experiment with these things. And look out for the future videos where we actually dive down to the human dashboard. We can keep track of yourself, like kind of like a sci-fi tech scenario. See some graphs on your own self and your performance. All right, so with that being said, this is Sep. Make sure you leave a comment, like, subscribe, or whatever is the case. The goal here is to provide as much as insights for you to gain that leverage, the competitive advantage to bring yourself results for you, yourself, your family, the world, whatever is the case, right? So we'll see you on the next video. See you next time.